Mike 28. Mike 28.
On first down, Watson. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Watson, off play action. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson now off the bootleg. He'll get this to Nwangu.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Caught by Nelson. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Wilson. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Jets. Vincent Smith with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing it.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On the Jets sweep, they get this to Cooks. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one lines up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, have December left.
More football.
But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Still 9 remaining on second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson steps away. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 27, Watson. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The end result, 21 yards. Here's Wilson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. from midfield now. Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Watson to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Watson on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Watson escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, It's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the give is Nwangu. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. And the Jets are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. To throw is Wilson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Houston, all even as we get ready to start the fourth. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Give left side here for Nwangu. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Faking the give. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they had it there so close to the goal line. A chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Wilson down around his goal line. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing is Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run with Nwangu. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. To throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So they were in field.